Hi, it's Matt Giggs, and with me this afternoon, we've just been chatting, and this is Paul Spoelstra, and Paul
Hello.
Spoelstra is, you've got to be 25 years in mortgage advising.
Oh, nearly, yes. Thanks for that, mate. Make me feel old.
But we've just been talking about the good news that's going on at the moment, and Assured Mortgage Advice with our team have probably had, would it be fair to say, Paul, some of our best levels of new conversations with new people than we've had in a long, long time.
Yeah, 100%. It's yes, lots of quality, serious people around, and we've got time to deal with everybody correctly and spend those time and give the proper advice. So yeah, it's we're having some good business stories at the moment, definitely.
Well, I think this, for me, a third of the people that have registered with our companies this year want to buy right now.
Yeah.
And they're just obviously having difficulty in doing the physical aspects at times, but there's a lot that they can do. So first of all, can buyers get themselves ready to buy at the moment?
Yes, certainly. Obviously, the market is different, I would say. There are a few sort of more obstacles and things that you need to be aware of, for example, employment, furloughs, overtime bonuses, that sort of stuff. So a lot of lenders have changed their criteria recently, which is obviously where the advice side of it comes in, and having sort of knowledgeable advisors that can help you through that process. But yeah, can they get ready to buy? Yeah, certainly. There's plenty of mortgages available, and lenders are keen to lend. Obviously, they've still got overheads, they've got staff they want to pay, so they still want to transact business. Sorry. So yeah, there is the opportunity for people to buy now, definitely.
You've just hit the nail on the head there. In the financial crash, it was a totally different situation.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, it's pretty much what I said, really. It's at the moment, it's everything was kind of put on pause initially because people didn't know what was going to happen. It was all very much worst case scenario. Withdraw all the mortgage products. We don't know if we're going to be able to lend. We don't know if we're able to do mortgages. We don't know if the government are going to clamp down on people moving, that sort of thing. And there was so much sensationalist journalism going on. The amount of people at the time said to me that, apparently you can't get mortgages. Lenders have got all their mortgages on lockdown at the moment. I was like, it's not actually the case. And so it's educating people as well, I think, that to say that that's not really true. You can still do these things.
Why is it a good time to buy from let's say from your point of view? Why would you say it's a good time to buy?
Well, I think at the moment there's a lot of houses on the market. The people that were putting the house on the market, so your competition for property, isn't quite so high. So there's more of a buyer's market, I would say, potentially at the moment.
Yeah.
But something that still staggers me even now is how fantastic mortgage rates are. I just having a look. I've just on my screen now. I'm looking at all right. This is a 60% mortgage, but a remortgage, 2-year fixed rate, 1.19%. With fees paid, surveys and valuation and legal fees. Sorry, so that's all covered. But even 90% mortgages at the moment, there's 1.79% for a 2-year fixed rate. It's just
so that means to anybody watching this, if you've got 10% of the purchase price as a deposit, you can be able to get a mortgage that potentially at that level
1.79, and that lender is doing automated or desktop valuations up to 90% loan to value at the moment. So
they're able to help at the moment. They're able to progress cases. In the financial crash in 2008, 2009, interest rates were a lot higher than they are now.
Yeah.
Can you remember how much it was back then?
Well, yeah. Even I remember I left the industry for a year and I came back and I was doing sort of 2-year fixed rates with 5-year fixed rate. First time over Halifax, 80% loan to value, and it was like 6.99 for 5 years. 6-7%. There's 5-year deals now at 1.5%.
And you had to have 20-25% deposits.
Exactly right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The banks all stopped lending to each other, so the supply of money wasn't there, so they just charged a premium for it. Whereas it isn't the case now.
So the banks want the market to be there.
Yeah,
they want to support buying.
Exactly right.
Lending as such. The government wants to support the housing market because it is a big function of the economy. Is your prediction like I'm seeing some great expert analysis saying actually there are some really positive signs to follow. I mean, I know in Rightmove at the earliest part of this year, they had 150 million views on page views on their site.
Wow.
January and February. Are you telling me that isn't a pent-up demand at the moment?
Yeah, 100%.
So I think at the moment that the best way to describe it, as you've quite eloquently done, is that it's on pause. But even on pause, I know agents are making sales virtually at the moment.
Yeah.
We're valuing homes virtually at the moment. And it's really, really encouraging. And I just think, we've just got to work against the news a little bit at the moment.
Yeah.
They report deaths, for God's sake. They don't report surviving, do they?
No.
They report about the government. When the stats halved the other day of the number of the deaths, it then became about the lack of PPE equipment.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's always a case of, look, what people have got to learn about the news is that fear sells.
Yeah.
Nothing sells quite so well as fear. And I think
generally negative, isn't it?
Generally negative. And I think what's really encouraging at the moment is I'm seeing communities really knit together and play together and fantastically deal with this situation together. And I think the world's really come together. And I think at the moment, all of the industries are coming together to make sure that the economy is going to be okay and that we'll all work together to make things happen for buyers and sellers in our marketplace.
I think I'm really impressed with everything that the government has done. So, with the job retention schemes and how they're assisting businesses and this sort of stuff. But even going further than that, mortgage lenders, these payment holidays, anybody who hasn't done that yet, speak to your lender. If you are affected by it, speak to your lender, because they're basically sort of just deferring 3 months of your mortgage payment, and they'll do it with loans, and some of them do it with credit cards as well. So there's so much support for people, and that's really kind of blown my mind a little bit, because before lenders were always very, no, you must pay, or it became an adverse consequence if you didn't pay. Whereas now they're really trying to help people. So there's a lot of positives, I think, coming out of this regarding business and communities and stuff, as you say. So it's good.
Well, I think people will want to probably ask you and Adam and Louise and Julie questions. They'll want to get in touch with us. How do they do that?
Well, the office number, we're all working remotely. I've got my phone and my desk, my laptop sat here. So the telephone number is 01480 473 084. Or the email, best one would be the info@assuredmortgageadvice.com.
And this is a complimentary, free service at this stage. If you just want to get some advice, by all means, just get in touch.
Give us a call.
By the way, I've used it myself for 20 odd years, so I can conclude that it's worthy of contacting you and talking to you.
Thank you.
Really good at what you do. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for your time this afternoon.
Thanks, mate.
Have a great rest of the day. Take care.
Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.